Good afternoon, everybody. Happy 4th of July. I'm going to give you a quick warning. I'm close to the road today, as you can probably hear right there. There's no other way to film this other than, well, there is no other way to film it. But today I'm going to show you why I hate mowing. I mean, mowing's supposed to be like an enjoyable pastime for a gentleman, you know? You're supposed to ride around on your mower, have a beer in your cup holder, enjoy the Sunday afternoon, maybe some good tunes in the headphones. That's not how it works for me. Basically, I've got these hills behind me here. These are 30 degree to 40 degree pitches in spots. I have tried with small tractors. I've tried with my tractor. I've tried push mowers, just an absolute nightmare. I do have a Toro commercial walk behind, which I used to mow this. Traffic again. The Toro commercial mower helps because it's self-propelled, but it's very heavy and it's always trying to slide down the hill, especially if there's any moisture at all. And we had some good rains yesterday, so today's not the optimal day to mow and film this, but hey, this is entertainment, right? So please observe, get an idea of what I go through when I have to mow and why I hate it, and dial 911 and keep your finger on that other one just in case. But pay attention, and I'll give you a little more backstory after. Okay, it's time to see who wins today, me or the mower. Okay, this is definitely not the most exciting video to be watching right about now. But look how I have to stand about 2 feet, 3 feet to the side of the mower down the hill in order to be able to work the controls and gauge whether it's sliding or not. Now think about the fact that this camera is well below this hill. This hill's probably in the neighborhood of 20 feet tall. And with the camera pointed upwards, you are still able to just about read the top of that mower belt cover. That gives you an idea on the actual angle that I am mowing on right now. Oops, lost my footing. I know it looks funny that I'm walking slow and relatively gingerly on the hill, but maintaining my footing is relatively important because this mower could do some serious damage
if you lose control of it. The controls are up around my chest or even around my neck in spots. These should be about waist high when I'm walking behind the mower normally. It is about impossible to go straight up the hill, but if you take an angle like I am right now, maybe 45 degrees, you can get the mower up there with a little extra work and pushing, but you have to be careful it doesn't slide back on you. Now the area directly to my left there is not mowable. I'll have to get in there with the string trimmer a little bit later. Eventually I want to bring in a little more soil to pitch that out just enough to make it mowable until I can get the retaining walls complete. Oops, did I just spill the beans on what the backstory is? I guess you'll have to wait to the end of the video and find out. Alright, things are going good. Maybe I'll try and go up the edge over here just a little bit farther than I normally would. Let's see what happens. Whoa, Nelly! This is what I'm talking about. This thing can come back on you pretty hard and heavy if you're not paying attention. Okay, the hard part's over with for the most part, so let's just get this done and get on to the good stuff you guys want to hear about.
Looks like I live to mow another day. So, not to the backstory, but we're gonna go inside, sit down, and open a cold beer to tell that story. It sure is hot out there today, so grabbing a cold beverage and trying to catch my breath and relax a little bit. So, okay, so here's the story. It's normal for a homeowner to have a tractor, which I do, but a lot of people ask me, Mark, why do you own an excavator? Mark, why do you own a bulldozer? And, well, I like things. It's that simple. No, there's actually another story. Basically, you can see how steep my land is. It's just gets harder and harder to mow the older I get. So I need to find an alternative, and that alternative is to terrace the land, probably retaining walls. So it'll come up a certain number of feet, then it will somewhat level off, still be pitched for runoff, of course, but you know, raise another certain level and then be relatively level again. And when the land's like that, I'll be able to mow it with anything, a push mower, a ride-on mower, a zero turn, or the tractor I currently own. But it'll be easy and a lot less dangerous. Now, here's the fun part. I started doing a lot of research online about retaining walls and best methods for steep land, best methods for land with a high water content, clay soils, removing soils, drainage, everything I could possibly think of, and started getting ideas on pricing. That's where it gets ugly. I forget the numbers I was getting exactly, but and I forget exactly how many retaining walls aren't calculated on linear feet; they're counted on facial feet. So square footage of the face of the wall is generally where they get their quotes. So I forget the exact numbers, but I was looking at in the neighborhood of 120 to $150,000 to build these retaining walls so that I can mow. I mean, that seems a little bit insane. With that money, I could pay professionals to come in and mow it for the rest of my life and then some. But, well, being a do-it-yourselfer, I got an idea, you know? So I decided, why can't I build retaining walls? You know, and I'm not talking about going out and half-assing it so that I have to have a professional come in and, you know, pay them to fix it later. I'm doing as much research as humanly possible. I'm talking to other masons and stone people. I'm getting ideas. I'm talking to professionals. I'm talking to the companies that make the product. So this is what I come up with. Basically, I spent, I think, $11,000, $12,000 on the excavator. Got a little more money into having some service done on it. The bulldozer, I think I spent $4,500 on it. I probably got about $5,500 on it at this point invested, and I know I'm going to have to spend some more money in replacing some of the steering clutch and throwout bearings that are going to need to be done when I get into it again. The tractor, another 16,000 I think was my out the door price on that with the loader. But by the time I'm done adding implements and attachments and stuff, there's another $2,000, 2,500 there by the time I get it the way I want it. So all in all, quick math in the head here. Let's say I will have $35,000 invested into equipment. The materials I'm going to need to build this wall will be roughly, at the time I started getting quotes, 25 to 30,000. Realistically, I expect that to be 30,000 to 35,000 just in materials by the time I get there, because it's going to take me a year or two to get this complete. So, you know, accounting for inflation and other little things that I I wasn't thinking about probably popping up. So I will have $35,000 into these retaining walls. I wouldn't be surprised to go for it goes near 40, but that's still, substantial savings. It's probably in the neighborhood of $100,000 saved by doing the work myself, and then the pride of doing the job. So this is where I'm at. This is why I own the equipment that I do. This is why I hate mowing. That's how the video started, and just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an explanation as to why I'm doing this, and you know my recent interest in doing videos. If I'm going to be doing these projects, I'm not going to do them right the first time. I know that. I'm old enough, experienced enough to know that I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to learn from those mistakes, and hopefully you can too. So, anyways, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch my videos and learn about me and what I do. If you really want to follow along, I hate to be that guy, but please hit the subscribe button. Like the videos, share them with your friends. If you have friends that have an interest or maybe upcoming projects and want to do things that I'm already currently doing, it would be super helpful. And to be honest, it makes me feel good to know that other people are watching my videos. Put some comments below. Tell me what an ass I look like. I don't care. I just want to know that I do occasionally help some other people, and I'm already getting that with the few subscribers that I have. I get comments. People appreciate it. I talk to people on the street. I get private emails. So I know there are a few people out there that like it, and as long as that's there, I'm going to continue to do them. So thanks again for watching, and enjoy the rest of your 4th. Go America.